All right, so welcome. We are doing day 2. If you have any questions at all today, I would like for you to please put them in the chat, okay? And I will answer any and all questions that you have in the chat for today's class, okay? All right, so let's get started. Today's a big day. Time to save the world. All right, so what are we doing today? First of all, we need to make sure we have our bot Annie by our side. Okay, so make sure your bot Annie is handy and available to you. Okay, and then just a quick check-in here. How are you all feeling? How comfortable are you with programming your robots right now? So go ahead and put your answers in the Pear Deck here, okay? So are you 1, which is like, I still have no idea how to turn it on? Or are you a 10 and you're like, I don't even know why we're still talking about programming a robot. This is like super easy. So let's see here. All right, we got a couple 1s, a couple 4s, a couple 7s, 8s. Okay. Some people are just kind of falling in the middle. All right. Awesome. Okay. Well, if you need assistance today, then I am happy to assist you in the chat. Okay. So feel free to shoot me a quick little message and I will happily provide customer service support to you with programming your bot Annie. Okay. I'm going to add it to my resume. Here we go. So there is an emergency, everyone.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
All right, so huh? All right, so we have a mission. There is an emergency, and we have a mission that we have to complete, okay? So your bot has to save the world or save you from whatever disaster that has suddenly occurred, okay? So you are going to set up your scene today and choose what you want your scene to be to have your robot save you or to save us or humanity. And we'll also talk about like what your maze has to kind of look like. Okay, so we'll go over some of those rules and stuff. So we'll be setting our objective today, like our mission. We're going to be putting our scene together and then kind of like detailing a little bit more what like the maze is going to be that your bot Annie is going to have to travel through in your scene. Okay. All right. So like I said, we'll go over the rules. Okay. And then by the end of today, you should be able to get your bot Annie to go through your scene or like go through your maze. So we're going to be building our scene today together. And then by the end, you should have your own like cityscape or your own country or your own whatever it is that your scene's going to be. Okay. And your bot Annie will be able to go and travel around through it. Okay, so how are you all feeling so far? Are you feeling like, cool, 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 yep, I got this? Or are you kind of like, I don't know what we're really talking about? Or are you like totally panicking and you're freaking out and you're like, scene, what's that? All right, so panic, a couple and a few, yeah, I got this. All right. Okay. Well, if you're panicking, okay, then I am here to help you. Okay, so just express what kind of help you need and I will assist you. All right, you just need to write me a little message in the chat and kind of be specific about what it is you need help with. Okay? All right, so objective of our mission. Okay, so first we need to decide what we want our mission to be for our Bot Annie. Okay, and I'm going to give you 4 examples that you can totally use. You can use any of these examples, or you can come up with your own. Okay, so your Bot Annie needs to basically have a purpose or a goal. Or some sort of mission. Okay, so like we watched the example video last week where Bot Annie saved the world from zombies. Okay, so it could be really big picture like that, or it could be something more small like cleaning your room. A student in another class is going to have their Bot Annie bring them cheese. So it can be very, very simple, or it can be something like a zombie apocalypse. Okay. So you decide. All right. So if you can't come up with your own, or you're kind of like, I'm not really sure, then these are the 4 that you can choose from. So you can choose Bot Annie to clean your room. You can choose to create like an action movie. So like think like Transformers, with starring your Bot Annie. The zombie apocalypse, which we saw an example of that one already, or like an alien invasion, where Bot Annie comes to save humanity from aliens taking over the planet. So those are your example missions, and you can pick one of those or you can come up with your own. Okay, so this is where you have to decide. Okay, pen to paper here. All right, you really got to commit to something now. Okay, so we've been talking a lot about it, but now is the time to decide. All right, so you have to write the mission Bot Annie will be and fill in the blank. So, will it be alien invasion? Will it be zombie apocalypse? Will it be bringing me cheese? Okay. So, you got to pick one, and you can choose from the examples or you can choose your own. Okay. So, let's take a peek here. Oh, not too many of you have responded yet, so we'll give you a little bit. So write your mission in the message box. Okay. So this is where you're committing. You are committing to your mission right now. What do you want your Bot Annie to do? Who will Bot Annie save? What will Bot Annie be? A hero?
A villain.
A villain. Yeah. All right, let's take a peek here at what some of your responses are. So Bot Annie will be saving the world, but from what? What will Bot Annie be saving the world from? Giving you a high five, stopping a bank robbery. It's to save Dinoville from the skull pencil. All right. Clean your room, getting you groceries, saving the cookies. Oh, saving the batteries? Going to the doctor. All right, so save us from coronavirus. All right.
I can imagine the picture too.
So another example a student had from a previous class was Bot Annie was going to train them to be a professional soccer player. So that was a unique one. So there are limitless options. So if you haven't decided right now, you're going to need to decide in the next 30 seconds. Okay, so what do you want to do? Because the next thing we have to decide is our scene, like where it's going to take place. So you can choose other. So is your zombie apocalypse going to be saving you from, is your zombie apocalypse going to be happening in a town, in your room, or in a country? Okay. Or is it going to take place in another spot? So you can choose. All right. But right now, this is where it's getting serious. All right. You got to choose where you want your scene to be, which we spent a lot of time on last week. So you should already have a pretty good idea. And also what your mission is. Okay. So I'll give you an example. My mission is going to be saving a puppy dog from the swimming pool. So my scene is going to be a pool, and then Bot Annie is going to get in the pool and save the drowning puppy dog. So that's my mission. So let's see where you are all at here. So go ahead and choose one. So are you going to be in a town, a city, a country, other? So where are you going to be? Town, country, other, kind of even keel here. So looks like some of us are going to get a little bit more creative. Some of us are going to focus on a town. Ooh, a lot of us are going to focus on a town. Okay. Country. All right. So here are some rules. Bot Annie must make at least 4 turns. Okay. So your map, or like your maze or your scene, all those words are interchangeable, needs to have at least 4 turns. Okay. So it can go like left, 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 left. It can make 4 left turns. Or it could go forward, left, forward, right, forward, left, forward, right. Okay. It can make a U-turn. So it could go left, straight, U-turn, right? Okay. So you can kind of decide, like, depending on what your mission is. Okay. But the bare minimum is 4 turns. All right. Your maze must be created using at least 9 pieces of paper taped together, which we did last week. Okay, so everyone should have your papers already taped. And the example is here on the right-hand side. Okay, these are those 9 pieces of paper all taped together. Okay, and then you must also have drawings on your map. Okay. So this example to the right is like the bare minimum. Okay, there's 4 turns. Okay, and there's drawing on the paper, and it's using 9 pieces of paper. Okay. All right. So we are going to start building our maze right now, okay? So this is where you get to be a little creative and use your imagination, okay? So those of you who messaged what your scene was gonna be, okay? Now it's time to start creating that, okay? So I'm actually going to give you a little bit of time to work on this on your own, okay? So if you are ready to rock and roll and you know what you're doing, grab your 9 pieces of paper and you can get started on your scene, okay? If you have any questions, now is a great time to ask them. So go ahead and put your question in the chat and I'll be here to assist you. And so if you have a question, type it in the chat for me, okay? And then I will kind of assist you based on like individual needs, okay? All right. So I'll take some time right now. So your 15-minute timer, we'll work on this for 15 minutes together, okay? And then we'll do a quick check-in at the end and a quick little recap, okay? So I'm going to mute myself so you can work in peace, and I will answer questions from the chat. All right, everyone. So that's a 15 minutes for us here. And I know that I'm not done working on mine. I have like all my little pieces that I still need to put on my scene to make like my obstacles and stuff. So you still have time to work on this. You still have another 15 minutes, but I'm gonna let you go so you can go and work on this on your own. Okay. And if you have any other questions, I would have hoped that you would have asked them in this last 15 minutes, but if not, you can always message me over email. And once, so today the goal is finish our scene, and then once you're done with your scene, you can kind of play with it and practice getting your bot-yani to go through your scene and make those 4 turns. Okay, so that's the goal today. So finish your scene and then practice programming bot-yani to move through it. Okay, and then when we reconvene next, we'll hopefully have our bot-yani moving through our scene, working on its mission, and then we'll be able to write a little script and film our movie. So, sound good? All right. Okay, everyone, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next week or later this week. Okay? All right, bye, everyone.